Today, we're going to talk about a revolution, one that completely changed modern manufacturing. And you know what's at the heart of it? Not some supercomputer, not a billion-dollar machine, but a simple piece of rope.
So let me ask you this. When you think of a state-of-the-art factory, with all the bells and whistles, what do you think is its most powerful tool?
I bet your mind immediately goes to something like this, right? A massive, multi-million-dollar robotic arm, welding with just perfect precision. It's the symbol of 21st century automation, all speed and power.
But what if I told you the real power, the true game changer was actually this? Just a simple cord hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it looks kind of primitive next to that robot, doesn't it? But at Toyota, this cord holds more power than you can possibly imagine.
To really get why, you have to understand the old way of thinking. For decades, the #1 rule on any assembly line was absolute. You never, ever stop the line. Production was king. The whole goal was just to push out as many units as possible, and any stoppage, well, that was a disaster. A fireable offense for sure.
And check this out, this story just perfectly captures the culture clash. A GM veteran, Russ Cafade, was so proud that his new Toyota plant hadn't stopped the line once in a whole month. He was expecting a pat on the back, but instead his boss, the legendary Fujio Cho, said this to him: "Russ-san, you do not understand. If you are not shutting down the assembly plant, it means that you have no problems. All manufacturing plants have problems, so you must be hiding your problems."
That one conversation just reveals two completely different universes. The old way? Never stop. Hide your mistakes, hope quality control catches it at the very end. But the Toyota way is the exact opposite. They're saying, please stop the line. They want you to surface problems the second they happen. And, this is the most important part, they see their workers not as a cost on a spreadsheet, but as the most valuable problem solvers they have.
This whole philosophy has a name, Jidoka. You can translate it as automation with a human touch. And the core idea is pretty simple but radical. You build quality into the process itself. You do that by empowering both machines and, way more importantly, people to stop everything the instant a problem is spotted.
So what does this actually look like on the factory floor? It's called the on-dawn process. So first, a worker, a person with eyes and experience, spots a tiny defect, something a sensor might totally miss. Then, they are not just allowed, they are expected to pull that on-dawn cord. The second they do, the entire line halts. And a team leader comes running not to yell, but to ask how they can help solve the problem right then and there.
Just try to put yourself in that person's shoes for a second. The incredible roar of the factory floor just goes silent. That multi-million-dollar line spitting out a new car every 60 seconds just grinds to a halt. All because of you. The weight of that decision must feel enormous. In any other factory on Earth, this is the moment your stomach just hits the floor. You're thinking, I'm fired.
So a manager rushes over. In the old world, you know exactly what they'd yell. Who stopped my line? But here, in this new world, what do you think their first question is?
It's this: how are you problem solving to get to the root cause? And can we help you? It's not who's to blame. It's not what did you do wrong. It's how can we help? It just turns the whole power dynamic upside down.
And right there, that's the magic. That intense, gut-wrenching fear you felt, it just melts away into relief. The whole culture of blame gets replaced by a culture of empowerment. You see, you didn't cause a problem, you found one. You've just given everyone an opportunity to improve. And they are dead serious about this. Managers at Toyota will literally tell their teams, there are 2 ways you can get in trouble here. 1 is you don't come to work, and 2 is you don't pull the cord if you've got a problem. Think about that. Not pulling the cord is the real mistake.
So you start to realize this whole system isn't just some clever trick for catching defects. No, it's way deeper than that. It completely redefines what the word quality even means.
See, quality isn't just a box you check at the end. In the Toyota way, quality is a whole set of values. It's respect for the customer, who's going to trust their family's safety to this car. It's pride in your own craft. It's seeing every problem as an opportunity to get better. It means quality is a treasure you have to surface, not some failure you need to hide. And honestly, this is the most inspiring part of the whole thing. In our world of automation and AI, this entire system is built on one core belief, that the human being on the line, with their intuition, their senses, their experience, is the single most valuable and creative problem solver in the entire factory.
A computer can follow its programming, but only a person can feel that something isn't right and have the courage to do something about it.
So when you look at that simple cord again, you realize it's not just a tool. It's so much more.
It's a symbol of a culture built on trust between the people on the floor and the people in the office. It's built on a shared responsibility to make things right. And it's built on this relentless, never-ending pursuit of getting just a tiny bit better every single day.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. What are the problems being hidden in your world, at your job, in your projects, even in your life, that are just waiting for someone to be given the courage, and maybe more importantly, the trust, to finally pull the cord?